focusing more on doing less. And that is extremely hard for me. Having a team and having systems, I've had to adapt and change because what I do affects 5 or 6 other people.
Really owning that what I have done is a big deal. Often our greatest gift, like what comes the easiest to us, is like the thing we think isn't a big deal. Not that growing a business has been easy, because it's been work, it's had challenges, but I'm just like the queen of it's not that big of a deal.
If you could not live in the state of New York, where would you live? Do you guys disagree on business things? So who gets the final say? Do you guys ever fight? And by fight, I mean argue. I'm not saying like yell at each other. If you had $100K to invest in your business today, it's extra, it just arrives in your bank account, but you must invest it. Where are you putting it? What are you most looking forward to for that new era for your family? Besides Dan's talking.
So we are at Icon Live, and last night at our VIP dinner, Emily was giving us rapid fire questions. And I was like, this is so fun. Do you want to do these and record us? So Emily came up with rapid fire questions. We have no idea what she's going to ask, but she's going to lay it on us. So do you introduce yourself, tell us who you are, who you help, and where they can find you, and then
Okay, I love it. I'm Emily. I'm a business strategist, and you can find me on Instagram, Founder Emily. I love stuff like this. So let's see what we uncover.
All right.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, so this is gonna be for both of you.
Okay.
If the internet, but each of you have to answer separately. You're not starting a business together.
No.
Okay. If the internet died tomorrow, how would you make money?
Oh, okay. If the internet died tomorrow, I would start a baked goods brand. It would be local, but I would build I've thought about this before.
Okay, yeah,
Can you tell?
she's got some.
I would build an entire world and brand around the baked good identity. It would probably be called Granola Girl, and it's kind of like an homage to our first granola company, but I would make it way more profitable and way more viral. And it would be like a granola company, a media, like a local media brand, and it would also be like events, merch. It would be like a whole
physical locations.
A whole thing. Yes.
Okay.
Physical location.
It's a vibe. Okay, Dan, what would you do?
So I would do real estate. I would develop
commercial or residential?
Residential. Yeah. So just kind of going back to my roots, I started out in real estate. Always thought I want to be a real estate developer. So I would go back to develop real estate, residential real estate.
Okay. You also can't answer this question together. If you could not live in the state of New York, where would you live?
It would be that's a really good question. One I have not thought about so much. It would have to be like New York adjacent in terms of it would have to be like close to a city, very close to the beach.
Okay, you can't say New Jersey either.
No, I know. That's why I mean
you can't say the Hamptons.
Maybe it would be like Rhode Island, or it would be, I would then go maybe to Florida.
I was gonna guess you were gonna say Florida, but what about you?
Yeah. I would say Florida. I'm not going further north.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Do you guys disagree on business things? And if so, what?
Disagree in the sense that we have different opinions. Yes. Disagree that we fight and yell at each other about it. Yeah. No. So I think, we are constantly in a discussion around different opinions in terms of the first thing that comes to mind is ad spend.
Oh, tell us more. We're getting the juice.
Nicole's favorite words are spend more on ads.
Wait, I was going to guess the opposite.
No. I am very I'm conservative with ad spend. I want to make I'm all about ROI. She's like, give me all the leads. I'll make money with them. So that's a back and forth.
Well, you're also into world building. So you're give me the people, give me more people to my world.
I'm the traditional ads manager where I want to see the traffic, the leads, the sales all clean. And she's like, no, it's cool. It's all going to work out. We're just going to make a bunch of money. And I'm like, well, yeah.
So who gets the final say?
We usually meet in the middle, honestly.
Yeah.
It's because I would like to spend more, but we also are intuitive and very strategic. It's kind of both.
And that's also why the data, we trust her intuition and we need the data. So even recently we've been drastically increasing our ad spend every single week. And we are monitoring not only our return on ad spend, but also our cash flow. How much new cash are we creating? And we weren't creating enough new cash. So we were okay, we need to decrease the ad spend, and we need to increase our prices, increase our deposits, increase that kind of stuff, right?
Okay. Do you guys ever fight? And by fight, I mean argue. I'm not saying like yell at each other.
About the business?
No, just in general.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think like yell at each other.
No, I'm taking let's just take yelling out of it. Just argue. What do you guys argue about?
The heat, temperature in the house.
Oh, that's relatable. Wait, who's on which side?
Temperature in the house.
You
let
should
it
be
go.
Cold in the winter and hot in the summer.
Yeah.
You would like it exactly the same temperature all year round.
I would like
It's
to
insane.
sleep like around 68, 70. And during the summer, he would do it at like 76.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Dan.
Yes.
You have to feel, what's the point?
Yeah. So,
you're supposed to be no opinion.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, that's a right or wrong, and we're right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If you had $100K to invest in your business today, it's extra, it just arrives in your bank account, but you must invest it. Where are you putting it?
This is what we answered the exact same last night, and maybe the breakdown would be different, but it would be ads and media, like doing more like this and getting it more in front of the right people.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, what was your number? What was your
I
breakdown?
didn't have a split.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was cheating a little bit because I did ask that last night, but I think the answer was so interesting that I wanted to ask it again. Okay, this is specifically for Nicole with a little adjacent to Dan. When did you get into energetics? Like, have you always been interested in energy and mindset?
I think I've always been an intuitive person and didn't know it. So, energy my whole life, but not knowing it. You know, I can feel people's energy, and I've always been like that. But I didn't, I want to say 2018, I want to say like my first foray into that was around 2018. But I remember in college, my friend was like, this new book and movie, The Secret. And we watched it then. But it was very like, oh, is this like real? Yeah. Like, okay, like parking lot spot, but we'll find a spot at the park, you know, when we're going for parking. So I would say like that's the first time I heard of it, but I really started diving in 2018.
Okay. And then how was that for you? For Dan?
It was the opposite, actually. Tim Ferriss. Yeah. Dan was very into like Tim Ferriss, and he was like, I'm going to start meditating. And I was like, I don't think you should. I think that is too woo-woo.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting to me. It's kind of been back and forth because I feel like I was the first one to meditate, and then she was like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it. Do it on your own time. I was freaked out. Yeah. And I think we found Abraham Hicks. I don't know the exact order, but the other thing the other energetic piece of it is we were pretty heavy into strategy of like, do this marketing, and people wouldn't do the strategy.
Yeah.
And we were like, why don't you want to do the strategy? And we realized there was mindset involved. And that's where Nicole really stepped in and was like, there's a problem here where our strategies clearly work, but only if you do the strategy. So we need to bring in the mindset so that they'll actually recognize that they should be doing this work and iterate.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Just whatever comes to mind first. This is for both of you. So this could be a big thing, a small thing. I don't care. What is one shift you have made over the last year that has changed the most for you?
I think inside our business, I'm focusing more on doing less. And that is extremely hard for me. So, and allowing the system that we built to manage me a little bit in terms of how many sales calls I do, how many client calls I do. If a client reaches out to me, I have to redirect them to Jess and be like, no, you have to run this through Jess. Like even yesterday, Katie Sawyer and I were brainstorming about making some changes to the content this afternoon. And we were both like, oh, we have to talk to Katie Widrick. We have to like talk to her and make sure there's approval. Like when it was just Nicole and I, we could fly by the seat of our pants and I could do whatever I wanted. Sell anything, do anything, whatever. Having a team and having systems, I've had to adapt and change because what I do affects 5 or 6 other people, right? And there's also a level of respect there and a level of, I don't know what they're also working on. And so I can't do things without checking with Katie or Jess or Nicole and being like, hey, how's it fit in the schedule? And so that is very hard for me to not just kind of like, throw spaghetti against a wall and like kind of freelance it. So I think that's the biggest thing.
For me, really owning that what I have done is a big deal. I am like the biggest, it's just this. It's not a big deal. And you see this in like all across my life from like having 30 people over for Easter and like just do it very easily. Like it just comes easy to me. And often our greatest gift, like what comes the easiest to us is like the thing we think isn't a big deal. Not that growing a business has been easy, because it's been work, it's had challenges, but I'm just like the queen of it's not that big of a deal. So really actually owning and celebrating my success and like closing the loop on the success and being like, this is a big deal. I am the best. I am special and unique. And actually not just, I'm a big like check things off a list person. So actually like feeling it and owning it. And really like, we have a wins channel for all our clients and it goes off every single day. And like
internal team or internal
channel. And just reading it and just like, because I'm always like, oh my gosh, that's amazing for them. But just like, this is part of what I have created. So that to me has been the biggest thing.
That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Number one, non-negotiable daily.
Waking up before everyone else.
How much earlier? What time do you wake up?
4:45.
Whew. Okay. What do you do when you wake up and when does everyone else wake up?
What do I do? First thing I do, first thing I do is like energy clearing. It's like 7 minutes. I do that before I get out of bed, brush my teeth, come downstairs, lemon water. I sit, I do a little more meditation, sit
She's
in
meditating now.
silence.
Did everyone hear that?
Yes, I am.
Dan, are you
it's
still
not
meditating?
crazy.
Okay.
And then I just have like a practice where I then go through my list of like what I'm grateful for, what am I acknowledging myself for, what am I validating myself for, why is what I have created the best? And then I go lift, or if it's not a lifting day, but I go do my movement.
And you work out at home?
I work out at home, tonal. I have a treadmill and I use the Peloton app for walks. I love it. And then, kids, our oldest wakes up around 6:30, 6:45, and then the other two get up anywhere between 7:30 and 8.
What time do you go to bed?
Between 9 and 10.
Okay, what's your non-negotiable daily? Could even be coffee.
Well, yeah, definitely coffee. That's more of an addiction than a non-negotiable. Yeah. I think some type of movement, like I enjoy working out or walking or playing basketball or something. I think that has the biggest impact on my mindset. Like even like 5, 10, 15 years ago when I wasn't working out consistently, I noticed on days I didn't work out, my mindset was worse, So
absolutely.
I think that's a definite non-negotiable. And I wake up usually around 5, depending on the day and things, but work, I usually go for a walk and then I'll do some mindset stuff and then I'll work out.
Like I woke up at 4 this morning. Well, event mornings is
4. Oh, you're just like, because you make
4.
yourself or because you're up?
No, I make myself, but I'm also like, yes, let's go.
Okay.
Nicole's the only person in the world who wakes up before her alarm and is like, yes, great start to my day.
Yeah.
Like I wake up before my alarm and I'm like, what was the point of that? Like sleep until you're dragged.
I'm with Nicole though, because then you're awake and you're like, I feel
very
refreshed.
ganged up
Okay. Sorry, Dan. Next question. This is a big one. When are you moving into your house? We don't know the exact date.
Yeah,
but in
6 months, say.
Okay. So within the next 6 months, you're moving into your house. What are you most looking forward to for that new era for your family? Besides Dan talking on calls.
I would say like expansion and up level. Obviously, that's really broad, but I don't know if you feel like this whenever you've come up against a new change, it's like things bubble up to the surface. So it's just, I'm excited for our business to have a space to grow. And that's like, we're going to have a studio space in the basement. We're going to have an office with sound, like that's like more insulated. So it's like soundproofing, and it feels like our business has grown up. It's gone from like baby to like teenage, like even beyond teenager, obviously, but it gets to grow up and up level even more. And that has been our perspective with this, is like, we don't have an office space. So like we're taking this really seriously with the house. And also our kids are ready for more of their own spaces.
Yeah.
Like 2 of our kids share a room and they're growing up and they're growing into the people that they are, and they want more room and space for themselves, and we want to give that to them.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think the whole house building process has been it was a challenge that we knew was going to happen. And it was one of those things that we were like, this is going to be hard. It would be easier not to build a house.
Yeah.
And so we went into it with our eyes open and we said, this is going to challenge us in different ways. Some visibly, like this is a new house that we are building. Everyone in the town sees it and talks about it. 2, financially. 3, time-wise. 4, we built a whole nother team. Like we have a whole construction team now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a challenge in a number of different ways. And I just really appreciate how we both have shown up. And like, we love our business team, but we also love our construction team. And I don't think many people say that, you know? So we've taken a lot of what we've done for business and applied it to that. And it's given us a lot of really cool people to work with. Like we hired an interior designer, we hired an architect, and they were all like the best of the best, you know? And it was just so cool to experience people's craft from a client perspective of like, I'm paying you for this. How does that feel? And how does it feel to be treated like that or taken care of like that or thought through? And like, there's still times like I walk into the house as they're building it. I'm like, Nicole, they thought of this. Like they had to measure this. Like this was on the plans. Like it seems so
Something
silly.
interesting I want to call out here, because I know a lot of people who've built homes. Everyone always complains about the people that are building their homes. So like that perspective alone is so
and I grew
cool
up in
to
real
hear.
estate being the person you complained about. Like I like our business, like the businesses I work were not run that well. So I went into this with a lot of like fear and I had to really work on that. Be like, no, we can do this differently. This doesn't have to be as it was.
So building, I have a question about in a minute why you decided to build a house, but it sounds like building a house has been its own growth experience beyond just like we're building a house.
Oh my gosh. Yes, because it really does expand you. All of a sudden, like, you know, we went from a really comfortable, just like, honestly, even like the mortgage that we pay on our current house is like teeny tiny. And this one's more. So like that obviously alone. But when we were going into it, just like we say with our team, like we love working with them. They're so fun to work with. That's what we wanted this experience to be like with our construction team. And it really has. It really has been such a fun process. And how could we, like, we just went into it, like, how can we be the most grateful and just be in awe of every step of the process through the hard? And we will drive by and our construction manager is there. And we're just like, oh my gosh, no one even told us. Like, he's just there, like working, like meeting someone, and we don't even know. Like, thank you so much. So it really has been a process of just enjoying the process, being grateful, and letting it expand you. But we've had many conversations where, you know, it has been hard, or we have been like, oh my gosh, like the cost of this. And we've had to say, like, this is a line in the sand. I believe that this house wants us more than we want it. So are we going to do this or are we going to not? And we've chosen it over and over. And
why did you decide to build instead of just buying something?
Because we have really high standards and we wanted it personalized to us because we did construction in 2019 and we built our current house to the family we were then.
Yeah.
And for us to move out of this like comfortable house, it had to be like exact specs for us. So we built it exactly how we wanted it. And it just, again, it was standards.
I think it's also interesting is that when we met our construction manager, we walked him through the house we were going to buy. And we were like, we want to renovate this. And he's like, no, you do not.
Oh.
And so immediately my trust went way up with him. Because he's like, you guys say you want a basement, this basement doesn't work. You guys say you want a kitchen, this kitchen doesn't work. You like everything that we wanted, he listened. And he's like, this thing that you're telling me you're going to do.
And he's who you hired. So you're still working with this person.
Yes. So it was just, again, it's just like so interesting to see it from this perspective. But like I went in as a client with my own beliefs of like, oh no, it's a renovation. And he went in as the expert and was like, this is not a renovation. So it was really interesting to see it.
What, you have one more fast one?
I have like a weird fast one. Okay, you can only have one condiment for the rest of your life. What is it?
Condiment.
There's only one answer.
I'm not really a I use avocado as a condiment.
But like, what did you put on your salad? Do you like olive oil?
Oh yes, yeah. Balsamic olive oil.
That counts.
Oh, okay.
That counts. So,
okay.
well, I think you could do
like a dressing.
A mix.
Okay.
I also think like salsa is not a bad idea because you could use that in a lot of
olive
things.
oil, hands down.
I don't mean like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It could be mayonnaise if you love mayonnaise.
I was going to say Primal Kitchen mayonnaise, but I can't
Primal
say
Kitchen. No, I was just saying it doesn't have to be like
the Chipotle mayo.
Oh,
I can eat
that's
that
a
with a
good
spoon.
one. Okay, wait, one more really fast.
Okay.
Nicole's answer, I think, is obvious, but you can only eat one ethnicity of food for the rest of your life.
Oh, Italian.
I knew yours.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much. This was so fun.
We should do this more often.
Yes.